I have not heard of Stranger Things in a very long time. Also, hi Valentino, hi DeKitty, how are you guys? I have not heard or messed with Stranger Things since I think it was the end of season 2. Season 1 was fine. Season 1 was good. I watched it. Back then, I actually watched it with my mom. Like, I watched it a lot with my mom. We watched the first season, and then we were like, oh my gosh, the second season of Stranger Things came out. And my mom and I kind of looked at each other and were like, why did they come out with a second season? Like, it had a nice, complete ending with potential for more, but like, just leave it alone. So we tried to watch the second season, and it was a struggle. It was a struggle. After the second season, we're like, yep, we watched that. I think we're good. And then they're like, we have a third season. It's like, I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm over it. I'm so over it. Hi, DJ Clark. How's it going? It's going all right. I do want to make a quick little apology about Monday, about not streaming on Monday. I got a trauma dump to my teacher. Semi-trauma dump. There was a thing about the project that I'm working on, and it was really depressing, and I finally kind of just broke down and just explained to my teacher. I was like, oh yeah, this project that I'm working on is depressing as hell. I just wanted to do one little thing, and I ended up finding a whole bunch of stuff, and now I'm depressed. And so my teacher was like concerned. She's like, oh shit, okay. So that's what I had to deal with, and then like that kind of just tainted the whole rest of the day. So I'm like, I feel bad that I won't be able to stream, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, yeah. And then as for yesterday, I didn't upload anything because I had nothing. I looked at the time and I was like, I'm going back to sleep. I don't care. This week's been wild. I did actually, which was both like fun, but also not really smart. Because I streamed so late in the day-ish, and I streamed for so long that like by the time I actually did fall asleep, like I only slept for like a few hours before I had to work a 12-hour shift. So not really smart on my end, but you know, it's fine. I got what I wanted to do done, and we had a good time. Also, I don't know who Steve is. I don't remember who Steve is. Don't really care about Steve. If Steve dies, I don't care. I'm sorry. I care so little about Stranger Things that whenever I hear another season came out, or whenever I hear about something else happening about Stranger Things, I just look at people like they're speaking to me in like foreign language or like they're alien. Anyway. The Big Brother. I don't know which one's the Big Brother. Because I can think of two Big Brothers. You got the main Big Brother from the kid originally who disappeared, or you got the other Big Brother who was a douchebag and had a younger sister named Max. So, that's as far as I got. Season 2 was the high point. Really? That was like I didn't give a shit after that. That was the reason that I quit caring. I was like, oh great, they're adding more characters, let's go, I guess. And then whenever they're like, we have a third season with even more people, and I'm like, I'm over it. I don't care. I'm done. Bye-bye. I never cared about that thing. Why every single time? Every single time. You jumped at a good time. Well, that's fine. I'm used to that. I'm used to doing shit like that. I always leave right whenever people are like, oh my gosh, you just missed it. It was just getting good. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't. Season 5 is the final season. That's too many seasons. That's 4 bigger seasons. That's 4 more seasons than what it needed. Okay, it just needed those little, like the maybe 2, 3 max. Okay, but you milked it to 5. I don't care. In a respectful way, I do not care. It's over, it's done, it's dead to me, and I know a lot of people love it, but I don't care. I really don't, I'm sorry. Valentino, props to you, honey, for being that dedicated to watching all of that. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I also don't know why this game is really quiet. I don't know what I did, but whenever I opened the game, it was very quiet. And then I had to go into my volume to try to turn it up, and it still was like, even whenever I tried turning it up to full loud, it wasn't working. So I don't know what I did. Is it loud? It's quiet for me. Do I need to turn it down? Hold on. Cause like I have it set to 3, cause 3 was okay, 4 was just a tiny pinch loud, and then this has always just been set to 2. I don't know what happened, but it's audible. If it's audible, that's fine. I don't want to just like, I don't want to break your ears though, cause like even in my stream settings, it's showing as like barely recognizable. So I'm just like, I don't know where the line is because I don't know where the line is. There's a line somewhere. I can't find it. Is this where I stopped? I don't remember. March 23rd, 235, District Court, Courtroom 3. Okay. Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready. I just want to hurry up with this court case. I even wear a fucking suit for this, dude. Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? We just started. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem so distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, we have a lot of shit to go through. It's nothing, Your Honor. Wow, way to flip a fucking switch, dude. What's wrong with you? That is the ultimate question. He's your man, you should know. Looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Yeah, no fucking shit, we just started. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's note. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, right. Okay, I remember what happened. We're getting... Okay. Yeah, we got it. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this note was a forgery. Are you fucking serious? That's why he got upset. Okay. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? How? It's a forgery? This note was not written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake. Yo. Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? I think he's about to say your guess is as good as mine. What the fuck? This was not written by Miss Impact, then who wrote the note? Would it be, do you think it was what's her fuck? Do you think it was her? Because like she said that she also tried to take her life. What if that was her note? That's just a crazy idea. But like, because it says that we have Celeste, and then it says you have Adrian, and this is her attempt. So, what if it's her note from her attempt? You know what I mean? There has to be a reason. We need more time to make a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. What? Mr. Corrida himself? Well. It looks like Miss Impact's never left a note after all. That doesn't... Then would it be a self-death? Because usually if you're going to... I hate to say this. If you were to do that, a lot of people actually leave a note behind, you know? Majority of the time, not always. And is this just one of those rare instances? Because I think she would have a lot to say. You know what I mean? Unless she was murdered and they just patched it up as what I think it was. Like with the Clintons, but that's a different situation. She never wrote anything about On Guard. I don't like that. Not always. She wanted to use her body as a giant FU. That could work too, I guess, but I don't know. He has very defined fingernails. I'm sorry to get distracted on that, but I've seen it every single time he sets his hand down. I just see those fingernails. I'm like, dude, those are some really wicked ass looking nails. Please get a manicure. It's wrong to think that, but like, look at them. I'm sorry. However, Your Honor, even though this note is indeed a fake, Mr. Ungard could not have known that, and so that fact remains unchanged. Acting under assumption was that was real, and he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. Miles never misses mani-pedi day. True. $101 for a trial, Your Honor, with Edgeworth, Mr. Wright, and Edgeworth. Yeah. His theory that Ungard had no idea that the note was a fake? Something seems a little wrong. I'm scared. Please tell me whenever I need to save, because I'm scared I might need to. And I know it's really dumb to save constantly, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. I'm thinking I have evidence. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it is impossible for Mr. Ungard to not have known it was a fake. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not, I don't need this. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know. I forgot that I have to actually present. No. It was a fake. Okay. Sheeps. No. Spy camera? Why the spy cam? Oh. Because he had the camera. He would have known. Oh, right. We have a different voice now. I forgot about that. Ew. Take that. Oh, no. Stop. Phoenix. Whoever you are, Phoenix. Please stop. What's with the little item called again? It's called a spy camera. Or just a camera. Hidden camera. Various ways on you can call that a camera. I don't like cameras. Can I go on a tangent about how, like, cameras, like, small cameras kind of make me uncomfortable? Like, there's some benefit to it, but there's also, like, creepiness to it in the same sense, you know what I mean? Like, if you know you put a camera in certain areas, or if you, like, are in public, like you're at Walmart or something, and you know that the cameras are there for, like, safety reasons and stuff like that, that's fine. But whenever you, like, put a camera somewhere without someone's knowledge or consent, that's fucked up. Don't do that. You know what I mean? So cameras have both a positive thing of, like, security reasons, and I understand that, but then also cameras are also seen as a really disgusting thing, and I don't like it. They get creepy. Anyway. It's a video camera, Your Honor. A very small one. Oh, that's right, a camera. Oh, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays. It's not a toy. And Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Ungard knew the existence of the note because he was spying on the victim, correct? Oh. I see. If that were true, then this means that Mr. Ungard would not have known that the victim had forged the note. Ooh, we got points here. We got points. And we got receipts. So then the defendant knew that this note was a fake. And if that is true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Great. Exactly. The prosecution's theory is to what Ungard's motive for murder was, and that was suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Ungard monitored Mr. Cordier 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Ungard would not know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my god, are we really gonna be doing this? Oh, I'm really gonna be doing like a weird tango Rochambeau in the middle of courtroom? Alright. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, we're in court, please. Have some decency. Order in the court. Mr. Edgeworth, why the fuck is it so fucking quiet? Sorry. No, just sound effects. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Alright. Anyway. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. But he's not. Okay. As I figured. I'm on top tonight. As you figured. As I figured it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what's next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Ungard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Okay. Bend over, find the new angle. I agree with you there, Your Honor. The prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Which witness? Which witness? Which witness? He's stuttering? That's not like him. He's not one to stutter. Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it gonna be... Is it the annoying old bag? This witness is the one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder? Oh. Oh. It's impossible. Who? No such person exists who can answer that question with certainty. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness? It's yes, go on. Who is it? Huh? Where he's here? The man himself, Mr. Shelley DeKiller. We're actually bringing him to the stand. Oh, Mr. DeKiller. Wait, Shelley DeKiller? Alright, I'm gonna get that spray bottle. Hold on. Give me like 3 seconds. Alright, we got this spray bottle. Gotta readjust it. Here we go. Alright, anyone want to object? Good. You mean the killer? I mean the assassin. Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here to the witness stand. Well, yes, in a matter of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Oh, shit! Well, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Is this alright with you? Is this the choice? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. Okay, never mind. It's not a choice. What if it really is alright to do this? Very well then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is he really no other way to love for this? Oh shit, oh shit. Like, I get milking this out, but like, this is too much milking. Now then, witness, your name and your occupation, please. Oh. Oh, I pull out the... I thought it would be this. I guess we're not pulling that out. Maybe I should put the spray bottle away then. What is happening? What is happening? No, choice is coming after 3 rounds of cross-examination. 3 rounds! Oh, fuck. I can do this. It's fine. Very good, sir. My name is Shelley DeKiller, and I am a professional assassin. I say, what's going on here? This is a new radio, I can tell. Your Honor? How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? actually, Your Honor. It was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. DeKiller will testify to this court. Oh, this is spicy. So this is what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. DeKiller himself. Witness, please press some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Mr. Shelley DeKiller. I understand. Please wait a moment. I'm so hungry. Maya! Maya. Boys, Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? They fucking have... Oh, shit. Alright. The defense has no objection to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley DeKiller. It looks like we have to run into yet another unexpected turn of events. You have no fucking idea, dude. I'm being held hostage at this point. I'm kind of being held at gunpoint in this own courtroom. It's great. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices here under the circumstances, so. Now then, witness. There's something I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct? It is, as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida. Don't be gulping here, dude. You do that in front of Gant. Now that we've answered that question, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. It's all just a bad dream. That's it, a bad dream. Why are you in denial? Why are you in denial at this point? What the fuck? Why are you in denial? You're the judge. Shelley DeKiller, what is he gonna say? About my client. There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason that I am here today on this witness stand. Perhaps, maybe not physically, but you get my point. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Mr. DeKiller seems to have a very clever man. It's almost say he seems to be mocking us. Yeah, no fucking shit he's mocking me. Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, but DeKiller is only stating the truth. He's no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. As all assassins do. Not that I would know. You mean about this trust between his client and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Shelley is smelly and a big meanie head. That's fair. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? That was not a statement for anything. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please tell us about your client's... I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something of my first state. Did you know that the word first means? Sorry, go on. Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. Because you don't know about my situation right now, about how she's being starved to death. The trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew about my face, it would be quite troublesome. Wouldn't you agree? And that is why you're satisfying in this manner. This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the DeKiller name and my client can trust me. But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? by, I don't know, maybe having security footage of you committing the act? Supposedly. It's never happened before, but if it ever did... Yes? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. I don't know what I'm doing with this voice, I'm so sorry. They would certainly. That's enough. Please, no more. No, keep going. Keep going, I want to hear more. I want to hear more. Very well. It was only a hypothetical scenario anyway. Bitch. Sorry. This is a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be a very bad situation for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Ooh! Is it with the video cam footage? The role? This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. Why else do you think I might be, hypothetically, be planning to end their life as well? Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? Coming from you to be in a lawyer or in a freaking judge's chair whenever you are acting like this. Huh? To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die? I didn't say anything. Coward. No wonder Gant has a hold of you. Then he'd better watch himself. It is my wish that you grasp the content before I give the name of my client. Bitch, I'm gonna press on everything. We understand, so please tell me the name of your client. I'm afraid I can't do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. Egomaniacal, you bottom for 100% he's been a bottom. He's been a bottom this whole fucking time. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. Oh, don't worry, I got Edgeworth to help ease my aggravation. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. I'm trying not to roll my eyes. I'm trying not to roll my eyes. I'm trying not to roll my eyes. I'm fine. And coming from an assassin makes it less comforting. I don't really care about all the extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try to understand his mindset. He's an arrogant fucker who takes pride in his work of killing and taking the lives of others. He's just very steadfast and closed, so you're gonna have to work with him to get him to talk. I'm not a fucking therapist, I'm a lawyer. There is something I must first state. Okay, how about I press on this? The trust between you and your client. Oh, I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules. Yeah, we talked about that in the third one. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. But yet you're not being framed. Well, you are being framed. Well, you are being framed, but you're not being framed. You're being put on blackmail because you would technically be framed for the murder that you were commissioned, or not commissioned, well, kind of commissioned, or hired to do. So... lots of, you know what I mean? And that's why you feel that you can betray this person. I have no trust relation with the client who can't understand their assigned role of keeping their mouth shut, looking pretty, and trusting me to do my fucking job. Got it. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? I feel like that would be a hard line that you would have to, like, walk on, you know what I mean? Because you're taking the life of somebody, but you're enough conscious to know and accept the fact that you're taking someone's life? Like, huh? Where's the rule? Where's the line there? Where's the line that you're walking on? Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic? It's just getting fucking better and better. Let's go. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point. Really pretty sure that they do. In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information that you seek. Oh my fucking gosh. Is he okay, I'm really trying to understand his pathetic way of speaking. But is what he's trying to basically say along the lines of saying, I can't be at fault because I was hired by a guy, and therefore, in my own way, I am innocent? Like, I know what I do is I take people's lives, but, like, that is my job. Is that where I'm hearing correctly? Because I feel like I might be losing it. More or less. Okay, cool. You made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we're ready. Excellent. And that is the reason I'm here today to witness stand. Uh-huh. A little strange to me, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Doesn't matter, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. We shall agree. What is it, Mr. Wright? Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, then I will. Oh, Edgeworth, thank you for reading my mind, sweetheart. Witness. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida? That person's name is... I am just a weapon. Go hate on the client, but only because he's a dirty, filthy, Maya tormenting liar. That's true. Very true. This box! This box! I love this little box. It's so funny. They put it on the actual thing. They don't give him a little box or a stool to stand on. No, they put him on the actual thing. That's funny. Adrian Andrews. That's bullshit. What?
Objection!
Witness? That is not who you told me it was earlier. Ooh. Yo, what? Oh shit. Right tell. What are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrew. Ooh. Ooh, this is. What? This can't be. On the phone earlier. What's going on here? Don't be looking at me all smug. What do you? I need to understand the situation here. My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? No, that's what I'm supposed to do. But not with that kind of sword. Like a proper English gentleman, he is brewing the tea. That's clever, the kitty. I'm sure in order to get an audience started with this court, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Not on guard, perhaps? Fucking knew it.
Objection!
This is a fucking outrageous. I was deceived. Now that is Edward's voice. This witness is telling a very serious lie. But you were the one who summoned this witness. Oh. You, Shelley the Killer? My testimony is the truth. I am under oath, you know. The defendant at the moment is Matt on guard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Wow. All of a sudden it feels like we can actually win this. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Yeah, but not in a... I don't like it. Uh-oh. The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided this fake note, which ended up being a forgery anyway by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself that the name of his client is none other than Adrian Andrews. Mr. the Killer's client requested the murder was not the defendant at all. That's... no. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt on guard is innocent. No! I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. But please, continue your discussion, and call me whenever you have reached a verdict. Bailiff, please bring Mr. Adrian Andrews in immediately. Now you want to save? Okay. We're gonna say, I'm thinking of putting the endings on 4 and 5. What do you think? We're gonna have 3, 4, and 5. Put it here. I'm gonna put it here. All right, we're good? Let's go. What now? With the way this is going, Guard will be found innocent. If you go with this plan, you get a bad ending. Which one's faster? Is the bad ending faster, or is it the good ending that's faster? Because if the bad ending's faster, I might go the bad ending first and then get the good ending after. Put the bad ending on 4, put the good ending on 5. You know what I mean? This may be our last chance to save Maya. Bad ending's faster. We'll do the bad ending then. Plus, it also is nicer to end on a good note at the end. You know what I mean? So we'll just end on a good note at the end. So, bad way it is! How do I complete the bad ending? Do I just not do anything? Yeah, but if Edward is right, the killer's lying. And on Guard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself like this? Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would have absolved the defendant? Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Chili the killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That tells me just now. It was all one big lie. Oh, all right, I can't wait to be acting as the bad guy. Let's go! Miss Andrews. The note may have been a fake, but that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste is dead. In Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That tells me just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. It's kind of hard to believe you, considering the fact that you did stab a dead man. You know what I mean? So like, But Mr. the Killer himself testified. He has named you as his client. No, that's not true. There is quite a bit of evidence that points it to you anyway. The knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impact was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. Wow, this is really something coming out of this man. I would say they have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. I'm about to be a villain. I'm about to be a villain. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. I know the truth. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I believe this has reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defendants for any final words or opinions. I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya, or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna save. Alright, we're ready for the bad ending? Let's go! Woo! Request the verdict! Your Honor, the defense requests that... Yes, I can't. It feels like I've lost my voice. Phoenix. Can't do it, me. I can't escape a not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know, but Matt on Guard is a killer and a murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. Bullshit. No. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I am no better than on Guard. Oh, but that's the point. That's why I'm doing this. And even though I don't want to admit it, I had to face the fact that it is because of Edward that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten on Guard convicted so many times, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'll be betraying his trust. His trust? Never thought about it until now. I trust him? Really? Phoenix, Phoenix, you do a lot more than just trust him. Okay, you love that man. Just fucking admit it to yourself. Fucking admit it to yourself, dude. You do more than trust him. You love him, bro. Come on. Yes, you do. Replace trust with love. Yeah, put it in big old bold fat red letters. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller. What? I didn't pick that. I didn't pick that. Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But this witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done. I'm not done. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. Red like the marked Miles leaves on his neck. I am sure. There's still more evidence to look at, and I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. Are we sure that that's the... Very well, the trial will continue. What? No. I said to get a not guilty verdict. No, what are you doing? Mr. Edward, please reestablish connection with Mr. DeKiller. What is happening? Right away, Your Honor. What is happening? Son of a... Well, at least we got the trust in there. Fuck. I'm fine. Has the verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Can you describe your client? Describe what Adrian Andrews looks like? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are, actually, usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done. He must have heard me say the word trust, and not the word love. What shall we have him testify about? Mr. DeKiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is there any other wonder why no one likes to go to court? Also because it's so time-consuming. It can take several months to probably even years to deal with court proceedings. Court takes a very long time to deal with. It's very annoying. As I've already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body was to enter the scene, Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Mr. Juan Corrido was dead, of course. But more appalling is the creation of planting of the knife in the button. That act is what I was referring to whenever I said my client had broken the rules. In this world, it is 3 days or your money back. Like, seriously, we need something like that. Because court takes several months. Several months to even be requested. This is a mostly unexpected turn of events for the 5th time now. However, this time everything has finally been revealed.
Objection!
Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have to cross-examine. But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. As if I really have meant of a choice. Huh? Why? What is this witness has said is nothing to be beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then I'll expose the lies of that also beneficial testimony. I don't understand what's going on anymore. Next two of us. Press. There's a lot of statements. Fuck. Okay. What is it, Mr. Right? If I press them the wrong way, it'll be suspicious. Present the wine glass on the 5th statement. Okay. How much is your fee? I see you're also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. I'm just asking how much it pays. Roughly. Huh? If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. I'm not thinking of Mr. Wright. Yes, sir. You want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you? The most I want is you to go behind bars so that you could be reunited with Gant and you guys end up being quote-unquote just roommates and just being cellmates where you guys may or may not have a fun little time together. I want you to be with your man. I don't want you to be in court. Just saying. You know, I just want you guys to be roommates. That's all. Maybe you guys can both go to jail for the same crime of being framed for murder. Well, you would be framed. The other guy is clearly, you know, committed a crime. But, like, besides the point, sweetie. You would just be united with your man. Like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. What? Why would you think something like that? Guilty, Mr. Fitzroy. You are hereby declared guilty. Mimi's in a pine box. Oh, yeah, for sure. Witness. Let's continue. Why did you disclose the name to your client? They are your client, are they not? Because of the trust. I can't overlook this, that, the other, bullshit. I would think that most people would be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job, wouldn't you say? A change in occupation might be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed. Don't say that. Don't say that, dude. Okay. Okay. My clients are always the real guilty party. That goes without saying, Mr. the Killer. I mean, yeah, he and I also do the deed. But a different type. And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought that they could run away from their guilt. Are you talking about the button and the knife? Yes, and my business card. Oh, you mean this card? Ah, shit, I forgot to say, is this your card? That would have been funnier. Oh well. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police, I always make it a point to make things as easy as humanly possible. You try to make things easy. My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. Pretty devoted to his work. Even has a calling card. But I do disregard everything to go and stab the deceased with a knife. Oh, but disregard everything, okay. And even hide my card from plain sight. That is something that I cannot overlook. Are you telling he's being truthful or not? I'm gonna keep on pressing. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan your alibi too. I'm not! I already told you, I have no intention of using your services. Why do you keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial? I mean, I already called you guilty earlier. From the very beginning. That's correct. From before my client visited the room, all of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. I don't think so. That's odd. Okay. Why do you think your client did that? What do you mean by why? Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is actually pretty risky. And why would someone who has requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is very true. I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it? Sadly, that's not possible, huh? My job is to kill, that is all. And to leave my business card behind? Naturally. The business card is so that my clients may accept or may escape the blame. To protect them is my duty. As an assassin, it is an assassin's code. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall. That act is what I was referring to. And that's all you have to testify? Of course. And I pray that I will never be called to the stand again. So you want to continue being an assassin? I must, as I have yet to find the person to take my place and become the 4th successor. 4th? Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney? First of all, this man can't do anything, so I don't really think you would... I don't think he would be really good at taking on your position. Excuse me? I, on the other hand... Actually, maybe not. I don't think I would be that good at the job. What was... Wait. No, I'm not gonna ask that. That's gonna sound so incriminating. We're not asking questions here. I'm good. We're really not. We're not gonna talk about it, Judge! But we're not gonna even talk about it. Phoenix already has killed before. Yeah, no, he killed his ego. He did that himself. I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now. What are you doing right now? Oh, what are you gonna do, Phoenix? That's true. However, you realize that it'll be very bad for your client, correct? I'm confused. But the one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end. Present. Jules! With the horrible objection voice! Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. Killer. What is the meaning of that? When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Mr. Juan Corrida had already been murdered. How do you know that? From this wine glass! Yeah, I was about to call him a fucker. I'm so sorry. Your Honor? The glass. Mr. Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Corrida had already fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. But this is not just a part of Mr. Andrews' calculated plan. That's not possible! Why would she have her fingerprints on it if that were to be the case? This glass bears the fingerprints of that person, yeah. A real assistant, or whatever you want to call it, would not have fingerprints on the glass. They would try their best to not have evidence in the room where they would be incriminated, huh? Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind. See, that's the point. That's the point. That's the ticket. I see. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Strangely though, I had the same exact thought. A few moments ago. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time to ask such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, am I correct? Nope. I think it'd be funny for people to describe what they're doing whenever they're talking to the killer, you know? Via this like kind of phone call. He's like, I'm gonna tap my finger to my head and go tisk tisk tisk. I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client as you claim, shrug the shoulders. and pointing finger. But then your client should have acknowledged that Mr. Kurita's death. If not, hand slam on the table, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. People are murmuring. How strange. Yes? Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? Uh-oh. Phoenix. If the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in trouble. Yeah, I know.
Objection!
I objected! I slammed my hands on the table! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know, I'm pointing my finger at you now, Edgeworth. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. I'm sorry. Well, that's an awfully weak objection for the two of you. Anyway, I'm going to shrug my shoulders. I'm positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning whenever the request was taken. Very well. Right now I have to buy us more time. While we're waiting for the items the killer left behind to get here, I just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. Request taking? Request taking? What's request taking? I'm saving real quick. Here, put it on 4. And on 5. Alright. This request came to me about a week ago. Listen for the pronoun flub. Pronoun? Pronoun? Okay. It was a request for my services on the night for the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory and I believe I have made no mistakes. So you physically met your client. Yeah, that's how they fucking work. That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Alrighty, here we fucking go. How many statements were there? Oh, just 4. Perfect. I'm gonna press on all of them. Pressing! So 1 week ago, are you sure? Of course I am. I'm quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope that you will keep that in mind. Stop saying that I'm gonna request your services. Who needs to request your services whenever I can be the one who can request my own services? Not that I would, but hypothetically speaking, right? In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind. A specific date and time? Had to have been that one thing. Did you ask why on what specific night? No, I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's requests, no matter how absurd they may be. But as for why, I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions, huh? I will let it go. Even if I ask about them, it would only be a guess. I see. That's fine. So you physically met Adrian Andrews? Of course I did. What was that? Ooh, probably just my imagination. I need to find something more definitive to catch the sky on. Can we believe that your testimony up to this point has been reliable? Your client was Adrian Andrews? That's correct. If they did, then there wouldn't be anything wrong with the testimony. You have to have more information. What? Which one do I press further on? Alright. Alright, fine. I'll do it. Press on this one, press further. Press further! So, what are these suspicions that you had? Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear. My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Corrida's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me. You must be talking about the bear puzzle. Wait, did he just say he? Inside the figurine was a note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to the hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference. If that's correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was. Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? Did he just say he? I feel like I'm tripping. I thought he said he. I'm gonna say it's important. Testimony just now was made one thing clear, and that is the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Why is everyone so quiet? All of us already knew that. Really? Witness, please continue with the testimony. Yep, okay, so I wasn't tripping. Because I read that and I'm like, wait, that said he. And we just said that Adrian Andrews was a girl, so... Unless you got a secret thing that I don't need to know about. Okay. What is I would like for you to give us some more further details. I always made my clients as a matter of principle. I've never taken a request by telephone or mail. And why is that? That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just not of any importance? It was very important. Of course it was very important, Your Honor. Mr. the Killer had met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he is mistaken. So you're saying that this really was Andrews? No. You see, it was just as I said. I'm lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping? Calm down, Phoenix. I think carefully and relax. No, we don't enter. I'm stuck in the brain. I'm stuck in the mind. I can't be allowed to speak. I'm stuck in this fucking dumbass's head. Don't be looking at me with disappointment. I'm just a fucking. I'm a damn emotion in his head. Okay, this is fucking Inside Out now. I'm the emotion. My name is my emotion, and my name is Reasoning. He doesn't use me very often, but I'm here. I'm just in the back corner. I hang out with Sadness too. Anyway, now then, will the witness please continue? Okay, hold on. He did not say he. Sorry, I did all that skimming through that just for me to see if he said he. Okay, let's try this again. Of course, hesitation, press further. I would like for you to give us a few more details. I was in a matter of principle, taking a request by telephone or mail. Why is that? because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. The only way to establish is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. It is not important. Why he meets his clients is not important, and that's not the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. What do you mean by that? My question is, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? I believe I already told you I did. It was the only through talking with him. Bingo, got him. Lock him up. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. That's when I thought I can trust this person as a client. That's true that they say about talking face to face. He said him. He said him. He did not say her. He said him. He said him. That's very fucking important. Your Honor, I believe the testimony right now is just of an utmost importance. Really? If that's the case, witness, please conclude your statement just now with your testimony. Very well.
Objection!
I don't know if this is gonna work. I would like you to go over one more time. Let's do this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at the bar and took the request at that time? Of course, that is correct. And that's whenever you thought he was trustworthy? How many times must I repeat to myself, yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale. I'm sorry? Shelley the Killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say such a thing? Because you made one very big slip up. About her. So what is the issue? Figured out yet, Shelley the Killer? You know, for an assassin, you're not really smart. What did you say just now? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is in fact a woman. Oh, that's cute. We just broke the radio. Let's not do that. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Look at her. She's a woman. Like, hello? This witness testified to the following, that he always meets face to face with his clients when taking their requests, but he's never met Miss Adrian in person. Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the fucking point. Get it to fucking get her. That means that Mr. the Killer's client could not have been Miss Andrews. Are we leaking oil? Why are we leaking oil? Mr. Edwards, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe this has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Yeah, it's like Sam, or Sammy, or Dan, or Don, or Chris. There's a lot of names that could be taken as both. Like Avery, or Riley, you know? I knew a guy whose name was Riley. I knew a girl whose name was Riley. And Jordan. I knew a girl named Jordan. I knew a guy named Jordan as well. Sam. Sam can be a nickname for both Samuel and Samantha. Sometimes Chris, short for Christian or Christy, and, you know, Christian or Christopher, you know, stuff like that. So yeah. There's a lot of names that are like that. Avery is the same thing. Avery guy name, Avery girl name. I see. Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. There was a 50-50 chance, and he clearly went with the one that he knew. What's going on? Anyway, Shelley the Killer. This court demands an explanation. You sweating fucking gasoline and oil. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. So does that mean that you remembered something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. I'm just gonna spit out more lies. Very well, but this time please give us the truth and nothing but the truth. He's a fucking assassin, dude. He doesn't... feel like this is what I need to do. Also, I apologize if I'm talking a little quieter. I'm just away from my mic a little bit because I'm sitting comfortably. I remember now. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took my job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Corrida and 2 or 3 other small things. Whenever I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. I don't trust that. Just standing here across from me, no matter how strong of a punch I throw, he will counter it. Dude, why are we doing this in the courtroom? Let's do this in the bedroom. Like, come on. Now then, let's begin the cross-examination. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go. Back to court. I remember I took the request by mail. I'm just gonna fucking save. I feel like I need to. Okay, just these 4? Perfect. I'm just gonna press on all of them. You did just say that you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? No, I didn't. Come on. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your Silka's voice is not going to work on me. I wasn't trying to be silky. That's more you, but whatever. Alright then, just cough it up and confess. Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. Who fucking cares? He's an assassin! He killed a man! Like, huh? You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Bitch. Alright, the killer, you know what? I might actually have to... I might hire you. I might hire you. I have words. I have words that I wish to say, but instead I'll just let my actions speak for themselves. The killer, let's have a word. Let's have a quick little chat. Out of this court. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his client? Do I? Nope. Okay. I do not. Unfortunately, I do not have any proof. I see. Then your line of questioning is just another waste of time. What's the nature of right and wrong? Ha, cute. Press. We do not mean certain clients. Oh, you know, during the pandemic, I've met each and every client. I would lose some nice business opportunities. Nice business opportunities. And also because everyone was social distancing, like, you know how it is during the pandemic. On top of which, the times have changed. It's now the age of information and computers, am I right? Well, I have joined the Times, and now I'll take requests via electronic mail. Do you have a mail that has a special insulated envelope? What? I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly called as email. Email? Oh my fucking gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. You don't know what a fucking email is? What year did this game come out? Or the other things? A few other things have nothing to do with this case, obviously. That's why I'm not telling them. First, further. Whether or not you're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney. Yes, sir? Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder why you are pushing so hard to continue this cross-examination. Could it be that you're planning to betray your own client? I smell the stench of a backstabber. And you should turn out to be one. It's not really good. I should not press my luck. I'm just gonna save the game real quick. I feel like it's important. I'm just gonna save my little game. I'm gonna let it go. I should try to be a better way of without making them suspicious. Let's continue with the testimony if you would please. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face? I did, once. It was whenever I went to give my client the figurine. I see. Miss Andrews was wearing a mask at the time. Mask? The nickel samurai mask. What do you have to say about this? Do you have any problems with this? Press further again? Oh. But we're trying to get the bad ending, not the good one. So that's why. Nope, nothing. Alright. Take by mail, blah blah blah. Press. Push. Push it. Well, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. It's truly that important. I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. Bear figurine? After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that his job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Corda's suitcase. And then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client? This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please conclude that you stated it. As you wish. Found this figurine at Mr. Guard's mansion. If you give it to Miss Andrews, then what is it doing there? Present the figurine or Celeste's note. But is this going to be getting the guilty verdict or the not guilty verdict? Because I want the not guilty verdict. I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan was to frame Mr. On Guard, I'm sure. That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with that piece of testimony? Nope. Present the figurine or the note. Why would you present the note? understand what your percent would hope.
Objection!
Yeah, I give the bear to Miss Andrews. Then this item should not have been inside of it. And this item? I see where you're going. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? No! 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 I did not mean to give you a fancy voice, but no. Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. I was gonna burn it for her sake. If even for a single minute the spirit actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, why did they change Phoenix's voice? It wasn't like this a month ago. That's what I'm saying. Welcome, Nouse, to the now times of now Phoenix's voice is different. He went, instead of going through puberty, he went before puberty. His voice sounds younger, and I don't like it. They changed this man, and not for the better. I'm sure she would have taken the note out and burned it. Order in this court, is that why you two were going? So by the very fact that this note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means... It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. I feel like I'm getting the... Oh boy. Alright. Mr. Phoenix, right? I'm sure I mentioned this before, how I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of the agreement. Did he just open up and reveal his insides? I didn't like that. It's not... That is enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one thing for me to do. Wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
Hold it!
No, please. Not that. Just wait a minute. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I may stay my hand. Otherwise... What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... I'm not gonna lie, this image with the whispering, that would overwhelm me. Mr. Edward. Yes, Your Honor. I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is that enough? Well, we should... Edgeworth, we can't do this! Not here! Not in front of everyone! If we keep this up, Maya, she'll... Oh no, I gave him the dream eyes! I gave him the pleading eyes! I just pleaded with him with my eyeballs! The prosecution... What has come over everyone? Even you are... Prosecution rests. What? What is going on around here? Oh! What's going on around here, Mr. Judge, sir, is tea. Fucking tea. The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would remain that Shally DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Oh my gosh, we did it! We got the bad ending! We got the bad ending! Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? If I end the trial here right now, then your client, Madame Guard, will be declared innocent. In this place, Adrian Andrews will be charged with murder. Miss Andrews will be charged with murder? The prosecution has no further questions, and we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Madame Guard, to the stand. The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time's run out. The outcome now lies in your hands. Dude, did the old guy finally decide? Shut the fuck up. To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil and driven a woman to her death. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear that you are innocent. So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. Mr. On guard. I'm gonna trust this lawyer I have. Even his own client up like this? What? Dude, you're outing yourself right now! I'm not doing any- No, refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just fucking atrocious. Wouldn't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Oh no, you're just doing that. Okay. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Should I side with justice or should I save Maya's life? I feel like this is important. I should have been saving here. I had not been saving here. Fuck. Well, it's fine. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that, Maya will die. If I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements of this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Miss Andrews, then your client, Mr. Angard, is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer's gonna say that I won. Aren't you? Like a good little fucking boy. Right. Can't do this. I have to decide. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Mr. Angard. I am about to fuck everyone's dreams! Not guilty. We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. But on guard, your client deserves an answer. Maya, I'm sorry. Let's fucking go!
Objection!
Damn it! This is a really great shot. Hold up. This is a good shot. I like this shot. I don't like her, but I like this shot. Franziska von Karma! I'm sorry. Do you see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool. Did you bring them? The final pieces, do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about old Scruffy. He's fine and his injuries are only minor. All of the items are inside of this. His jacket! What a filthy old coat is this? Judge? Shut the fuck up. That's Gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I recognize those buttons and the green. I apologize for its ugliness, but there is nothing else to wrap the items in. But long and hard this whole trial. As for what was already the coat, I'm sure that inside the coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that stuffy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Final evidence? I wanted to get a not guilty verdict already! Shit! I want the bad ending! Let me have my bad ending, please! I just want my bad ending! Look, I'm sure disrespect was uncalled for about this game. I agree. But also, no. Franziska is not epic. Miracle never happened. I want the bad ending. I've been working my ass off for this. This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that my evidence presented now will change the outcome of this trial. Oh my gosh, really? Too bad. You get good ending. Doctors, activate the hoping injectors. It better not be by the fucking fucked up doctor that I think of. Better not be him from the fucking hot clinic. What?
Objection!
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies. If these items do not bring up any new points, they will be not accepted in this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police. It must have been in quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor, he was. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn the whole situation around like a miracle. I want guilty! I want the bad ending! That is all we can hope for. I just want the bad ending! First item is a pistol. Doesn't have anything to do with this case. More details not needed. Pretty sure there's no gun involved in this case. There's no real benefit to hearing about it. Please present the next piece. I'm just going to go inside of nothing else is known. Okay. Second piece of evidence is the videotape. That's important, but we're not choosing that. We go roll. Please present the evidence. Bellboy's uniform. That's also important. But we're not gonna question that either. I think that's enough. That is all I have to present, Your Honor. This is just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor? I'm sure there's no. We are under. Wait. I'm sure. Were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing, it is who is the client. Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down. Wait, Your Honor. Why? Stop! Just give me the fucking not guilty verdict and let me just go on with my life and be living in my bad ending moment. And then we can fix this. Please allow me to examine this new evidence. Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? He's really not a fucking piece of shit who likes to get... I'm not gonna say that. Is this the end? Phoenix. I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist, but you're too dumb to figure it out. You have to make that miracle happen yourself. We've come this far and you can't give up. No matter how you think about it, try for my sake and for my sisters. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation. The first, Mr. Guard wished from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. What? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Vanguard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. Maybe true, but it's asked me to do the impossible. The second is force the killer to end his contract with On Guard. If the killer were to no longer think of On Guard as his client, then he would let Maya go. I just wanted a bad ending! He's a man who values his duty towards his client above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you would like to make either one of it happen, it would truly be a miracle. I just want the bad ending! I should have gotten the shit then. I'm wasting time. I don't fucking care. I'm getting my ass dragged along the fucking court staircase with this shit. I don't care. If I'm getting dragged into this, I'm dragging it. Yeah. I'm gonna just spam click everything. Hold on. Buckle up, boys. We're in for a little ride. What are you doing? I'm getting important information, I guess. Guilty. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Objection!
Shut the fuck up. Burst through the doors like a queen, even though I don't like you. Present the fucking evidence. Present the fucking evidence. Present the fucking evidence. Hurry up with this shit. Present the evidence. Hurry this up. Give me the evidence. I need the evidence. That way I can do the thing. I can examine. Okay, here. This is where I'm going to be doing the double save. We're saving here. We're saving here. Okay, do I need to actually know the information for me to get a guilty or to get a not guilty verdict, or do I need the information? That's what I'm asking here. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna do not pick the video. So I can ask for details on the pistol, or does it really just not matter? No details needed on anything. Okay, got it. Never mind then. I apparently went the correct way for this bad ending. I'm just gonna spam buttons. Hold on. We're getting there. We're getting there. No further questions, Your Honor. I'm working on it. Okay, we're back. Almost there. Almost there. He's not accepting them. Phoenix. Think things through from the other side. Isn't that what always worked for us? Okay. The other side? What does she mean? You gonna turn things around? Phoenix, the judge always says that he does not need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? I did not read any of that. But there is one person who is yet to see them all, and that person does not know the truth. That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end. There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all just respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Objection!
Damn it! Stop milking! Stop milking! This court does not need any more evidence. Stop milking it, Phoenix, please. I'm tired of this. You have any idea how much I fucking hate you as a person, Phoenix, right? You have no fucking idea. And unlike Edgeworth, who hates you in a fucking lovey-dovey way, I genuinely hate you. I may not be saying that it is what needs evidence, Your Honor. But you want to show the evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, for you to ask such a passion, I will grant you one chance. Motherfucker, dude, chill out. No, you have no idea how much I fucking hate this game. I fucking hate this game. Please show the evidence. Do you think it's the right person? Oh my fucking gosh. Try to remember. I don't give a shit. Everything that has happened to this point, think, Phoenix, think. You don't have a fucking thought in your head. You have never once had a fucking thought in your little head. God, I don't even think you have a brain. I'm pretty sure all you have in there is maybe a fucking cockroach. And all it has is Edward's name on it. Who would you like to show the evidence to? Who? I don't care. The dead girl. Oh shit. What would you? Oh wait, I'm actually gonna present this. This is not even Matt would have stabbed himself already. One piece of evidence you would like to show this person. There. I don't care. We're done. What do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't fucking have anything to say about this. Yeah, we're showing a fucking wine glass to a dead girl. How about that? Oh, about you, Mr. Von Karma. This is just shot. So, thank you for not giving a shit. I'm afraid I cannot allow the defense to continue. What? I don't understand what you were talking about anymore. I'm glad. Mr. Ray will now state my verdict. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Angard. Finally! Wait. Back up a second. Just for like 30 seconds. Who threw the confetti? Who threw the confetti? Because it wasn't Gumshoe, so who threw the confetti? That is all. The court is adjourned. Thank fucking God. Thank you. And just like that, the case came to an end. And I never had to touch this thing again. I ran away from the courtroom and wandered the streets alone. Gumshoe limped in via the back door, that's fair. The killer was a man of his word, so I'm sure he released her as promised. I heard the verdict of Miss Andrews' trial a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. Alright, way to be depressing. The miracle never happened. Maybe it was never meant to. Because the miracle is something that doesn't exist. Okay, depressed, edgy Phoenix. Look, honey, I will tell you this. You are not Edgeworth, okay? You don't have edge in your name, so stop trying to be edgy. I got the bad ending. Now get the other ending. Bitch, don't tell me what to do. Alright. I'll question on more details. But of any relation to the case. We have to perform ballistics, so I can't tell anything for certain. However, I believe it was something to do with the case, at least with me. There's a pistol that we use to shoot you, isn't it? That is what I believe, yes. Oh, right. I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it'll be an excellent sample for the test. You got the bullet removed, unlike your father. Good. That was used as shot. Francisca's probably going to be used very much. Second is the videotape. Very important. More details. Have you checked the contents? Unfortunately, there is no time to. Right. But he would speculate that the tape is very important. Why would you say that? Because this came back to his hideout. Does the killer went back for it? That's right, it looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. 3? Damn! Okay. But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Surely the killer is no ordinary man. Great. The last piece of evidence is the boy's uniform. More details, please. What was used during the crime? I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt the killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There is one thing I found interesting about this uniform. And what is that? There's a button missing in the uniform. A button? A button. It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. We need for added to the court record. Button is missing. That's all I have to present, Your Honor. It's just as I thought. And what is that? I'm sure we're in opener. Circle this bit. Yeah.
Hold it!
I'm going to explain this new evidence. Overruled, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to actually get you guilty now. If wrongly do exist, when a miracle happened, it was a vote you can give up now. But no matter what the thing about it, for my sake, just think about it for a second. There are two ways to blah, blah, blah. Can we hurry this up, please? Thank you. Okay. Now then, maybe what bring about the miracle in the end. Is this the one whenever I'm going to be presenting the videotape? Hold on, just a second. Just want to make sure. I'm going to be presenting this videotape to Shelly the Killer. Would it be this guy or would it be this guy? Which one? Is it Shelly the Killer or is it John Doe? Because they're the same person. Shelly? Okay. The one in red. Got it. Alright. I object. Give me the fucking good ending. Let's go. I'm not in any fucking mood for this.
Objection!
Come on. All right. Who would you like to show this evidence to? We would like to show the evidence to this person. The court would like a piece of evidence to show this person. Right, okay, we're good. We're on it. This. I've done it. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? And then there's some merit to showing this evidence to the witness. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. All right, looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence, correct? Yes, one is all I need. It's weird that they're saying this whenever he is audio. He's not a person. He's not physically here. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get it back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order of my client. I was told to protect that videotape. Thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was certainly told by my client not to watch it. So I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you are on this tape. I'm pardon? There was a video camera hidden in that crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What? Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted that camera? Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would only have been your client. Naturally, of course. That was Adrian Andrews. Wait, so he actually didn't know that his own client betrayed him? Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Sir? Yes, sir. 100% he's a bottom. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that correct? Yes. That was so they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why did Matt on Guard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is might take it out of this whole mess. We're gonna save. This is the good ending, so we're putting the save here. There we go. Reason why I do this is me. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. They didn't trust your skills. They wanted blackmail on you. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. No one is. Yeah, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Your client did not trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Shelley the Killer? Oh, nope, we're just gonna leak oil. That's great. Oh. Oh, ho, ho. It's too early for Christmas, dude. Let's wait until after Thanksgiving. Thank you. It looks like that I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. I wonder why Shelley didn't think it was suspicious she shouldn't watch the contents of the tape. I mean, he trusted his client. He said that earlier. He trusts his client. There is a very strong trust between him, the person doing the act, and his client. So he trusted his client with that information. That is the kind of person that they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all damages that may arise. That is the true nature of your client, who is none other than Matt on guard. I have one question for the witness. Yes. You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that is correct. If the traitor was your own client, what would you do then? That is obvious. I would break our contract in that case and go after him myself. He would not be breathing another fucking word. And then, that client would become my next target. Oh, well, I was right. Sweet. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the end of the earth to exact my punishment. Sounds like I've seen him. Anyway. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor became the killer's next target. I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around. Mr. Wright. Yeah. My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm not an item! I mean, at this point, I thought I'd never see you again. Thank God. Alright, let's hurry up and get this guilty verdict now. This trial appears to have come to a conclusion. However, I am sort of... I don't understand. So on Clima, where did that... She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Come on. Oh, look at you being a sweaty little nervous tick. Mr. On Guard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You have finally received the acquittal that you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may be here before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Ladies and gentlemen, we fucking got him. Yes, we did. Help me. No. No, I'm not helping you. You did this yourself, sweetheart. You're fucked. You and your ears. Your ears are fucked, dude. Like, why are they so high up there? You got a little... Alright. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you would please. Is it alright with you, Mr. Wright? We finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way the heart tells you. Curious George says, that's what I was thinking! Can I still say not guilty? Alright, Mr. On Guard. Please make sure to savor every moment of what little time you have left. Are you fucking serious? On a scale of 1 to 10, my friend, you're fucked! As always, the defense pleads not guilty. Very well, this court finds the defendant, Mr. On Guard. Please wait. No. What's the matter? If I get not guilty, I'll be killed. I mean, you get what you deserve. I'm not gonna say anything. It's not my problem. It's yours. I'm. No! Guilty. Oh. Ugh. I see what you're into. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. I don't remember you helping us out much in this situation. Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt on guard? I have left Ms. Von Karman in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal to whip leather right now. You hear the fucking whip sounds in the background. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes, I plan to pay my debt to society on my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair. Okay, can we stop with this bullshit, okay? Also, stop with the despair word. Come on. For fuck's sake. Just hurry up, turn around, leave. I want to go home. I have a burger friendship. I have a burger friend date with a friend, all right? Shut up. We're going out for burgers tonight to celebrate her life. We're going to be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess you're trying to forgive him for what he did. Dude, I don't fucking care. Please, please. I just want to go home. But after that, whenever I was alone in the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. A sad weakling. And a bottom bitch. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved. Well, it's nice. It's cute to see you smile, but at the same time, I don't care. I just want to go home. Every time I've seen her smile. Great. Can I go home now? I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I want to go home. I don't really know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I've felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. I don't care. Can we hurry this up, please? Thank you. Great. Cool. I don't care. I'm going home now. I'm going to enjoy a burger. I'll see you fucking later. Looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. I don't care. You go fucking Gant for all I should give a shit. That was good enough for me. That's all. Court is adjourned. Thank you! Everyone can go home. I can enjoy a fucking burger. Thank you. 5:14. I don't give a shit. You're great out there, Phoenix. Great. I don't care. I'm going home. I don't care. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I do not care. Maya, get out of Pearl's body, for fuck's sake. Come on. Seriously. No, Subby. Oh. Hi, thank you. You don't need to, hon, but thank you. Mr. Wright, let's be clear the defense's trial statements of this matter. Oh, fucking, oh my gosh. Let me just hurry up. I really don't care. Pearl, thank God you're back. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Welcome back, sweetie. Let's go home and eat a burger, okay? I don't care. 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 I do not care. I am done. I have gotten what I need. I got my guilty verdict. Do not whip me, you fucking whore. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm tired of court. I'm tired of being here. I'm tired of dealing with this bullshit. I am good to go. You two get to have your fuck time afterwards anyway. So you guys get to enjoy your time. I get to hang out with Maya and enjoy a nice burger with her. And everyone gets to live on their happy la-di-da days, okay? Are we done? Why did you put your hand on the... Hold on, why did he have his finger on the trigger? You never put your finger on the trigger unless you actually intend to pull it. Whatever the fuck, I don't care. Are we done? I don't care. I don't care. Do I need to reiterate how much I do not care right now? What the fuck? Why are we coming? Okay, are we coming back to the case? Are we coming back to court? What is happening? Because I'm not paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. We keep paying between this room and the courtroom. I don't care which one we're in. I just want to be out. Oh my fucking gosh, please. I'm done. I am done. Can you tell in my voice? I am done. Take a deep breath. No, you do not understand how much I want this to be fucking over. You do not understand how much I want this to be over. I do not care. I really don't. I have never once cared about any of these Ace Attorney games. In a respectful manner, I have never once cared. Hi, Gumshoe. Nice to see you. I don't care. Hi, Maya. Great. Congrats. Let's go out for burgers, okay? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Thank you. I'm done. Cute little hug moment. Very adorable. Loved it. Anyway, we're done. See you later. See you later. Maya, thank Edgeworth. He helped you out. I'm good. I'm frantically just gonna try to click through this because I really don't give a shit about this dialogue. I really don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. I'm tired of it. I'm done. Oh, Gumshoe! Hi, sweetheart. It's really... I have never seen Gumshoe without his jacket before. I don't know how to feel about this. Good to know that you're doing great, Gumshoe. But okay, moving on. We're just gonna keep on going. I'm going to strain my hand doing this. I don't care. I just want it over. Please, I will read the dialogue another day if I actually bother to give a shit, but I do not give a shit anymore. Gosh, everyone have a nice little party favor. Everyone can have a fucking orgy for all I care, except for Pearl. Pearl's not allowed to be a part of that at all. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. Who? Who are we talking about? How about this? Oh, that's a cute little smirk. There we go. I don't care. Are we good? We good? We good? We good? We good? We good? We good?
Objection!
Nope. I really don't care. I don't care. Thank you. It's over. Fuck's sake. I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living under the edge lately. I mean, you were kidnapped. I escaped death for 3 times now. Great, go get a lottery ticket. I don't care. I really don't right now. I have had it. In a respectful and disrespectful way. No hatred at all to the people who do love this fandom. Like, I really don't have any hatred towards you guys, but for me and myself, I cannot stand these games. I really can't. Okay, I'm really sorry, but I don't care. I really don't. I tried to get myself to care in the first game, and I couldn't even do that. And then I had to fucking crash out in the second game, which is this one, and I cared about it even less than I did the first one. So I really don't care about this entire Ace Attorney franchise. I'm sorry, but I really don't. And I have technically a third game, and it's gonna take an even longer patience for me to have to deal with that one. All right, I'm sorry. I know this is a really strong thing that a lot of people love, but I fucking don't care about it. I really don't. learning that I don't really think I'm cut out for fucking law. Hi, you're adorable. Was it because of the trials? It's not because of the trials, it's because of everything. All of it pisses me off. I don't ever think I fully met you. You're just there. I don't fucking care anymore. I really don't. I would rather have to go fucking shopping. Oh, right, you. Are you done? Can you stop being on the fucking screen? Actually, you know what? How about I send a killer on him? I would actually be okay with that. That I will happily go to jail for. He deserved it. Now, if you don't mind, I have better shit to deal with than sit around and dealing with that. I really don't care. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about you. I completely forgot you existed. I mean, I don't care. But I also didn't remember anything about you. Oh yeah, Trilo. Right. I don't care. This entire court case was bullshit. Hated that one even more than I did anything. I think, if I remember correctly, that was actually one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to say fuck this game. And then this one was even more tedious and bullshit as that. I don't give a shit about you, Elbag. I really hope and pray for the day that you die. Which is really rude of me to say, and I can take pride in that. You annoyed me. I don't care. I don't care. Such a shame that little blaster isn't real, because then he could put me out of my misery of being in this fucking world. But no, I have to be here. Cool. That exploded. Are we done? Oh, where the fuck am I? I'm on a train? Oh, Francisco's leaving. I didn't give a shit about you. Just get out of here. You and your fucking whip. Go. Go, go, go. Go. Fucking go. I don't care. Here, I'll even have, like, help pack your bags. I'll even put it on the fucking train if you want. Just fucking go. Oh, wait, we're in an airport. This is not what an airport looks like. Back up. This is not what an airport looks like. I would know. I've been on plenty. They do not look like this. Oh my fucking god. Shut up. Shut up. You're lucky I don't have the whip. I would be using it on your fucking mouth to shut you up and put you on the fucking plane. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Just fucking let me click through it all, please, for the love of Christ. It doesn't matter anymore. Good. Get on the fucking plane. Get on the fucking plane. That's none of your business. I don't give a shit anyway. Get on the plane. You don't understand a thing. I don't care. I don't need to. I feel like you need to break into de-stress out of this game. I don't want to ever touch another Ace Attorney game. With respect and disrespect. I'm sorry. I know people love this franchise. I really do. I know people love it, and people constantly want me to play it. I cannot have any mental strain or patience to put up with this. I really can't. I get why people love it, but at the same time, I don't care about this game. I never once cared about this franchise. This franchise can stay buried underground. Just like how Maya was supposed to be. But I guess not. Also, that was really dumb. Can I just say it was really dumb of fucking Matt on guard to do that? By telling the killer his own person that he was blackmailing to hold on to the blackmailed evidence? That is so stupid. Like, that's so dumb to do that. He's like, hey, by the way, you're gonna wanna hold on to this videotape. Client or person that I commissioned and hired to do the killing? Okay, sure, no problem. Never mind the fact that it actually has evidence of me committing the crime. Like, why would you do that? You would think, on any logical scale, that if you were to blackmail someone, you would hold the keys. You would hold the cars. Not tell the person that you're blackmailing to hold the evidence for you. That's stupid. That's so fucking dumb. For fuck's sake, at this point, Von Karma, you are missing your flight. Get on your plane. I do not care about you. I have never once cared about you. I have never once given a shit about you. I only felt bad for you for a second because you got shot in the shoulder. Everything else didn't give a fuck. Now hurry up and get on your fucking plane before you lose it. Android, can you hurry up with this? Can you, for fuck's sake, hurry up? Oh, that's cute. It's cute to see her cry. I don't care though, but it's cute to see you cry. Because for once, you actually have emotion other than pure joy and wanting to like fucking bitch slap and whip the shit out of people. So, I mean, for once you have emotion. Congratulations. I don't care. I don't care. Our battle begins. You better prepare yourself. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be a sad little pathetic bitch. I don't care. Get on the fucking plane. Thank you. That plane is way too low to the ground of an open green field. That is too close, buddy. A plane should be up here at least. If they're taking off, it needs to go higher. Why am I getting flashed with that? Holy fuck. That is too low. That is way too low. Whenever people take off, they take off, dude. They go pretty high incline pretty quickly because they want to make sure they're not going to land on the ground. This is not accurate. I hate that I'm actually judging this. But then again, this entire fucking series likes to milk it out more than any shit. How in the world can you see that? Alright, cool. Moving on. Done. Am I done? Alright, cool. That's it. Bye.